guess we can do another routine or route. Not routine, why did I say routine? Okay. So we did the worm, did Corrados. Or the odd guy in the forest. What do I think about him? I should keep an eye on him. ZEIKUN's route. I should keep an eye on him. The disappearance started with the toys in the forest after all. We are doing a different routine route. And we kind of got finished with Corrados. And that took a long time, so I'm going to probably have to label this this new thing as ZEIKUN's route. So he must know something about them. He also said the cave in the waterfall was dangerous. It can't be a mere coincidence. I'm thinking of paying him a visit. I don't know. I'm sure I like Corrados' route. It was good, even though I didn't like him at first. But I'm sure I'll find some clues. I got my jacket and headed to the forest. Chapter 1, Visits. It's not that difficult to find my way. The field trip is still fresh in my memories. Last time I saw the crimson hair man, he was in that cave. I might have a chance to meet him again if I head over there. I followed the path that points to the split too. The OG told me the one road leads to a waterfall and the other goes farther into the forest. My guys are saying right. I think we took the right. It is probably not it. I go deeper into the forest. After all, I realized I took the wrong path. Damn! I don't have a map on me. At this rate, I might end up lost if I continue. From the corner of my eyes, I noticed a shadow fitting through the bushes. We did. Hold on, let me... Jump scare. I thought of returning, but the trail is actually a loop that leads around the monument and the forest as well as the waterfall. Speaking of luck, even though I took a detour, oh yay, no getting eaten or whatever. I searched the lake's edge, but there was no sign of the crimson hair man. Even the rock that made a path towards the cave are gone. Oh shit. I can see the cave, but how do I get there now? The rocky base. The rocky face that the waterfall gives me an idea. The cave itself is not that far from the side of the lake. Don't be swimming in it. I can climb. I carefully balance my foot onto a rock and reach up, steady myself on a crack in the stone. I have always done well during PE. Now all that rope climbing will finally pay off. Climbing across is was easy until I reached the cave. My arms started to strain. I almost lost my grip. They say for climbing rocks, you should use your legs more than your arms, which I have not been doing. I might have overestimated myself. I leaned over to search for another handhold. The rock under my foot suddenly crumbled. Huh? My heart skips a beat as my finger loses their grip, my body arching downwards. Before I knew it, I fall into the lake. Cold water drops into my skin, icing needles. I try to swim to the surface, but my numb, oh shit, we fucked up. But my numb arms and legs are no match for the current. It pushes me deeper into the lake. They find her dead body. This is no good. I'm going to drown. I can barely see a thing. My lungs start to burn. Lungs burn for air as everything goes black. I'll be drowned. When my consciousness returned, there's solid ground under me rather than the sensation of floating. I slowly opened my eyes. You staring right at you, being like, hey, idiot. Judging from the rocky ceilings, I'm in this cave. I sit up abruptly, surprised by my surroundings. How did I get here? I look around. My chest started to ache. I started coughing. I remember falling into the lake and I was drowning. It's a portal! Someone must have saved me and carried me here. The mossy walls of this place are not like the dripping darkness of the cave behind the waterfall. And speaking of dripping, I noticed that my clothes are totally soaked. I'm a total mess. It's going to take a while to dry off. You're finally awake. I noticed that voice is the crimson hair guy from yesterday. As I turn my head to look, he places his hand on my shoulder. Are you okay? Okay. What kind of voice should we give him? Are you okay? Are you okay? I stare at him confusing, but nod. Why are you so stubborn? I told you not to come back. You haven't explained. My sentence is cut off midway as I start coughing again. You're lucky I was nearby. Otherwise, you would be a corpse at the bottom of that lake right now. Well, thank you. Take your clothes off. You must have dry it. Excuse me? There's no way you just told me to undress. I must have misheard it. The man wraps the sash from around his waist and takes his hoodie off. He throws the letter at me, and when he speaks again, the voice is dull and monotone. Wear this in the meantime. Leave your clothes to dry or you'll end up having a cold. I'll be outside. He's stoic but yet considerate. I don't know what to think of him, but for now I'll just accept his apparent kindness. I hold up his orrery, my eyes fixed on him as he walks away. Such a weird guy, but I think I can trust him. He did save me from drowning. I wait until he's out of sight before changing out of my clothes. When I slip into his warm hairy, I notice a scent of flowers. Though it smells pleasant, the piece of clothing is too big for me, and I also feel breezy. When I step outside, I spot the crimson-haired man sitting under the tree. Oh, the collar. He looks cute. seemed to be napping peaceful already, almost though he had forgotten the trouble I caused from falling into the lake. I hang my wet clothes out on some tree branches to dry, then find a comfortable spot near the man to sit. I haven't thanked you for saving me. You kinda did. By the way, I should properly introduce myself. My name is Sky. Call me ZEIKUN, if you must. We weren't supposed to meet for a second. Are they going to do this whole thing where she has different past lives with them? Oh no, no, me being dumb. The first time at the pond they met, Deacon opened his eyes and stares at me suspiciously. His deep purple eyes are beautiful and somehow imitating. I've never seen anyone with such eye color. What did you come back here for? I was looking for something. You're stupider than you look. There's nothing to concern yourself with this forest. Even if you lost something, there's no way you'll find it again. Hey, I'm not that stupid, and I wasn't done talking. Deacon closes his eyes and letting out a deep sigh. Well, stupid Sky, you should talk less and concern yourself more with getting home. I remain speechless. He makes so many assumptions about me, and I never lets me finish talking. What's wrong with this guy? I never met anyone this rude. He doesn't even know me. I sigh. I'll get this straight to the point. I have my doubts about the rumors, but the fact is the whole group of tourists went missing in the forest. You know anything about what happened? Deacon's tone promptly turned sour. Oh, he mad. The demon does exist. For real? Yes, the forest is a dangerous place. Listen to the rumors and leave already. You can't tell me what to do. Besides, the forest is a public space. You're dumb like he says. What the flip? It's not a public place. Then, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this dangerous place like this? Me mad? You're annoying me. Deacon takes a deep breath and stands up. I don't think this is going anywhere. You think? Your clothes should be dry by now. Even with this sunny weather, my clothes can't dry up that fast. Deacon takes my clothes off the tree branches and hands them over to me. Go home. Don't bother me anymore. Bye. Deacon glares at me before turning away and walking off. Dang, we got his clothes too. He didn't ask for it. I'm so frustrated that I failed to realize that I'm still wearing his Harari until he's already gone. Forget the guy. I have to return to the blah, 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 blah. I'll have to return this to him later. The next day. Yes. I absently minded at the cloudy sky, The forecast says the weather would be really bad today. Seems like heavy rain is coming. And I forgot my umbrella. I need to hurry home to beat the rain. I don't want to get my socks wet again. Hey, Sky. It's lunchtime. Are you daydreaming again? Yes. Share it with me. It's not worth mentioning. Bill, I wish I could remember my dreams as vividly as you. I don't think you want to remember your nightmares. Even if they are scary, I'd still like to know. I laughed at Kira. Wait, let me grab my bento. By the way, did you know a massive storm is headed for our village? We haven't had one in ages. It can't be that bad. How will I get home without being blown away? Don't worry, you should be fine. It's a peak. It peaks is late at night, so be sure not to go out then. Yoji, have you heard anything about your dad about the missing forest tourist? They sent out some search party, but no results so far. They paused the investigation until the storm passes. This is random, but is there any chances of people living in the forest? Living in such place, no one is allowed to do that. Are you still curious about that demon, Sky? I was just wondering. If you ever consider exploring again, count me in. You two are so troublesome. We need to keep an eye on it. We need someone to keep an eye on us. Why don't you come along, Akira? I'm not a babysitter, unless you pay me. After sitting through the rest of my boring class, I quickly got home. I hope we will be notified if school closes tomorrow because of the storm. As I walk, the sky suddenly grows darker. There's no doubt that it will start pouring soon. I wanted to go to the forest today, but it seems like I will have to get back ZEIKUN's Harity some other time. As soon as I reach my house, I feel the first raindrop on my head. I reach for the doorknob, but something feels out of place. Goosebumps rises along my back and my neck. I glances over my shoulder to double check my surroundings. Oh, there is a single person standing in the distance. The scarf flutters out from behind him like a scythe in the strong breeze. Everything about him gives me the chills. He is looking in my direction. I immediately avert my gaze and enter the safety of my house. Is Chain her, person to a protector? Ooh, that was creepy. Why was that gay guy was just standing there in the rain? Slowly and cautiously, I peep through the curtains to check on the suspicious man, but he's gone. I prepare a hot cup of tea to settle my nerves, and I try to relax in the living room. The rain outside is oddly soothing, even as it spatters and with increasing instinct against the roof and window. The sudden sounds of my doorbell startled me. I'm not expecting visitors. It can't be that creep. To make sure it is safe, I looked around the people on the door. It is that creep. The mean forest guy? Oh. Don't be mad at me. You forgot it, dude. Deacon glares right through me as I open the door. His expression is dark as the black clouds. He's drenched from head to toe, wearing only a tank top and traditional pants. Bleh. I guess he went through that heavy rain to get to my place. Deacon, was it? What brings you here? Give me back my Ferrari. Right. That's the other reason would he have. I gestured for him to come inside so he does not have to wait stand in the rain. Wait here, I left it in my room. I left Deacon by the front door and returned a moment later with the Ferrari I grabbed from my room. Here it is, thanks for letting me borrow it. Before you go though, how did you know where I live? I know this area. Detective, as always, didn't the OG ask me to report some odd people like ZEIKUN? No, I can't report him yet. I can't let him leave now, either. I'll miss my chance to get something more sustainable out of him. I need a reason to make him stay. Wait, I don't think it's a good idea to go back in the heavy rain. You can wait here until it calms down. An awkward silence falls between us, and Deacon merely stares at me. I owe you for saving me. Deacon snorts but steps past me into the living room, hiding a smile. I close the door to move the storm outside. He's not self-conscious in the least. He wrings out his hair out, running his forest through the long strands. I stare at his fine back. My thoughts get lost for a moment. At first sight, you would think he's only muscular, but his scars are more noticeable. I wonder what could have carved those into his body. I think he's part demon. With all these particular men showing up around my house, I better be more careful. I can't take on someone like him by myself. Then again, he did save me from drowning. He can't really be the one responsible for the disappearing tourist, can he? Yeah, I could. As if to hear my thoughts, he glances back at me. His gaze bores into mine, and it becomes awkward after a moment. I should get a towel for him. After he fixes his hair and puts on his hair, he sits down on the carpet with his crossed arms facing away from me. I wonder if he's not forgiving me for disrupting his peace. In the previous times I met him, are you hungry? No. Are you cold? I can grab some blankets for you. No. Are you bored? I have some fun magazines. Leave me alone. Dan, you're not fun. I'm not here to have fun. I need to return to the forest as soon as possible. So you're saying that staying in the forest, hiding in a cave is better than having a roof above your head? Yeah, because there aren't annoying people like you around. My eyes twitches at his answers. Keep your cool, Sky. You have to play along if you want to dig deeper into his background. You know, it's prohibited to live in the forest. If they catch you, you might get arrested. Deacon shrugs off my warning and stays quiet. Since you're familiar with the forest, is there any chances you saw the tourists? They've been missing for a while. If you have any information that could help, their families would be grateful. Rumor says a demon took them, but that sounds silly to me. Why do you keep asking about those tourists? Stop digging into the matter. He ate them. He brushes my questions off. Talking with this guy is like cracking nuts with bare hands. His suspicious attitude, his vague answers make me certain that he knows something at the very least. And the direction approaches does not work. You should try something different. Or I should. I should take a seat on the couch and get my eyes ZEIKUN. Yeah, you want to, you won't get any answers from me. I wasn't expecting it to. You don't have to keep me company. You can go. I don't want to. ZEIKUN glances over his shoulder for a second. Just when just when I think he is about to say something, he looks away again. I want to know more about him, but asking might make him upset. I check ZEIKUN's clothes, hoping to find a clue about his identity. Perhaps he practiced rituals. Did I offend him by assuming he lives in the forest? Maybe I judged him too soon. Hey, I nearly jumped when he starts speaking. ZEIKUN turns to me and looks into my eyes. Why are you so bothered about that demon rumor? I don't believe rumors, but I'm curious. What caused them? A real murderer might be using it as a cover. I want to do more research about the demon in case they are. Perhaps I will understand their intentions as well. I have a bad feeling about the disappearance. If I don't do something, it might end up like, this is just a thought. I think he is one, and he has to eat, so he can live, or if he doesn't, he loses it or something. Then he takes out more than he needs. What if the rumors turned out to be true? Will you regret finding the truth? Even if it really is a demon and it turns to be harmful, I will do my best to stop it. You're dumb. This character's dumb. Stop it! What can someone like you do? I don't think you'll be surprised by anything you find. There are negative rumors about the demon for a reason. Save yourself the hassle. You won't gain anything from knowing this. I'm going to discover the truth one way or the other. Even if you know the truth, it won't change a thing. You'll just annoy the demon when you find it. I don't understand. The truth should give the investigator a better direction, shouldn't it? I'm not waiting until I'm next. I'll find out what's causing the disappearance, and then I'll find a way to stop them. I don't get why that upsets you, or what I do isn't up to you. Give up, Orm. ZEIKUN mumbles something, but I do not hear his last words. He let out a soft sigh and stands up and walks to the front door. I won't keep you up anymore. Go to sleep. Without looking back to me, he steps outside and closes the door with a loud slam. What the? He left. I head towards the window to watch him go. I can't see anything. Suddenly, a flash of lightning illuminates the street. In that split second, I spot an eerily familiar person standing from underneath the street light. It's that creepy guy from before. He's looking in my direction. The world outside goes bright again, soon as followed by a crash of thunder. I quickly close the curtains, clench my trembling hands. You should lock it before heading to bed. And make sure everything is locked good. No corners of the house goes unchecked. Maybe I'm overly cautious, but it's better safe than sorry. Yes. I feel anxious after what I saw on the street. Despite those feelings, the sound of rain soothes me. I like a bedroom. I want a bare bed. Maybe this way. Next dirt. The storm has filled the streets with puddles. It is still raining a bit, but the weather is nothing to be concerned about. Before I even start breakfast, I get a message from Ikuya saying that school is closed today. I go to the library, go to the mall, stay home. Go to the mall, go to the library, or stay home. Which one? Library, let's go to the library, we'll learn something. I have tests coming up, and it'll be wise to spend more time studying. Mr. Blanchett recommends some books I can find at the library to catch up, so I grabbed a large umbrella and head there. On the way there, I noticed new advertisements looking for high priest for exorcist demons. Since ancient times, there has been a demon roaming in the forest. I only read the first few sentences and skimmed through the rest. It talks about the history of this village and the boring facts. Though the history is nothing new, I do get more interested about the priests. Perhaps there's more types of temples in this village. I should do more research about them. I can't believe they are serious, thinking of exorcising the demon. Maybe I should warn ZEIKUN that the people are coming to drive him away, haha. Foreshadowing. Laughing at my own jokes, I continue to walk to the library. The silence of the library is so thick I can almost taste it. The dust musk of so many old books floats in the air, almost entirely undisturbed in the morning light. I go to the library section and gather the books I need. This semester, our history class focused on the local legend. There's even some myth about my school. This might be interesting to study for one. I skim through the textbook. I read the chapter titles. The temple guardian, the school ghost, the country mansion, and the forest demon. So far, I only heard about the stories about the demons from my classmates. The demon goes by many names: Juka, Haichiman, Yadakari, and Akaragara. As there has been no general consensus on the matter, it is most often simply referred as the demon. The demon inhabited the forest long before Nichisu was built. Because the village was disturbed, the demon's home. It spread like a curse over the village. Fortunately, the villagers managed to calm it down by sending offerings of not only food, but clothing and other trinkets. What kind of curse would a demon cast anyway? It suddenly occurred to me that ZEIKUN might keep the custom of offering the books mentioned. But there's no temple in the forest, so I doubt he has any excuse. Hey, I see you're studying hard. Leoji, it's surprisingly seeing you this early. School is closed for today, so my club activities are canceled too. I finally have some time to study. You don't need to study, your grades are already pretty good. You're just saying that because you want to surpass me. If you slip through class less, you might actually have a chance. I can surpass you easily. Want to bet who scores the highest in the next exam? I might have to decline. You know history is my weakest subject. Admitting defeat so soon. I accept your challenge then. What are the stakes? I rub my chin and try to think of something funny. The loser has to dress up in a maid. Oh my god, you're going to lose. In a maid costume for one day. How does that sound? This is a once in a lifetime chance. I'm looking forward to seeing you embarrass yourself. Prepare for your defeat, my maid. I won't lose this one. Next turn. I have to study harder to win the bet against Leoji. While I walk through the hallways, I catch a glimpse of a familiar face. Chey! The green hair guy walks by. His face is covered in a black gas mask. What a person like that is doing in my school. Even the students around me look at him with a confused expression. Is he actually a student or an uninvited guest? Wow, is that a light class member? It's so rare to see him at school. He just glared at me. His eyes are so icy it creeps me out. I noticed a cross emblem on his tie. His uniform is different from any other class, so he must be polite. I heard they act however they want because they have their own special rules. Yeah, they don't get penalized for skipping classes. Aside from Iku's brother, this guy is the first elite student I've seen at school. He does not give me the impression that they are all attractive and intelligent, as the rumors say. Hey, you're spacing out. Oh, do you know that gas mask guy? That green hair dude? If I remember correctly, his name is Shane. I think he works for the same department as my dad. He barely attends class and focuses more on work. That's why you never see him before. It's still unfair that the light students get away with that. Sadly, we can't change the rules. I still find that chain guy strange. Say, Sky, have you seen any suspicious people lately? Huh? Well, this chain guy has been walking around my neighborhood quite often lately. I think he's observing me. To be honest, it's kind of creepy, like a stalker. I see. Don't worry about it, though. He isn't the bad guy. Chain isn't my only worried about. I also see a strange person who wears traditional clothes and lives in the forest. Maybe he's one of those priests. I know there's a group of them who sometimes practice their rituals in the forest. Alright. Are you still thinking about the demon rumor? Nah, I'm skeptical about it. Rumors stay rumor. I need a cold hard proof to know if something is real or not. That's just like you. Let me know if you find something. Any clue that will help a lot with this investigation. I'll do my best. After class, I go to the lockers and notice Chain standing near mine. Has he been waiting there for me? The students passing by give him a wide berth, not even daring to look directly at him. When he had the odd aura around him, I wouldn't stay around that guy for long either. Regardless of what Leoji says, I can't trust this guy and what he's up to, just standing around in weird places like this. I pretended not to notice him as I packed my stuff from my locker and head straight home. Another empty street, footsteps follow me behind me again, or if this is another stalker about to confess, I am about to report him. I casually turn my head to catch a glimpse of this person following me. It's Chain. When he comes even closer, I notice something sticking out from his belt. I cannot see it clearly, but Looked like a hilt of looked like the hilt of a knife or something. I do not remember seeing him with anything like that at school. Is he planning on ambushing me this whole time? No, nice guy, don't jump to conclusion. Shane's icy blue eyes lock onto me as he approaches. I can't handle another second of this. I don't know what he wants with me, but I am not going to wait and find out. The moment I turn the corner and break out of his sight, I start running. After a few blocks, I stop behind the thick trunk of the tree to catch my breath. When I peek around it, he's not in sight anymore. Phew, I hope I never see him again. Boom, right in front of you. Oh my goodness. I turn back and suddenly standing in front of me. Oh my! You ran from me. You, why are you following me? I'm an investigator. I've been assigned as your private guard. Oh, there's no grotto. Huh? Wait? What? I thought you were just planning to kill me. That weapon on your belt. Ken raises an eyebrow and looked down where I pointed. This is my gun. I really pointed at civilians. Yeah, thank goodness. I saw you a few days ago. Have you been watching me this whole time? Yes. Couldn't you have told me? You creeped me out. Back to being creepy still. I'm relieved to know that we are on the same side. I guess Leoji was right. Thank you for keeping an eye on me, but don't get too close. Keep some distance, okay? I don't have a good experience with people walking behind me. As we walk farther, he does as I ask, even though I understand his motives now, it still feels weird. What would people even think if they saw us like this? Never mind, we should walk together. We're both students after all. He gestures Shane to come closer, but he does not budge. We don't have to act like strangers anymore. My name is Sky. I'm a second year. I already know everything about you. Eh? Like what? I'm Shane, like class student. He dodges my question. Oh. There's so many things I want to ask him, but he does not look like a talkative one. Even so, I better give it a try instead of walking in silence. Why are you wearing a gas mask? If it's a personal question, you don't have to answer. The smell of death is everywhere. I'm sick of it. His voice gives me the goosebumps. I do not bother to ask about it further. My impression of him only bound to get worse. A bit later, we reached my place. Shane tells me to stay home as much as possible. This way, it'll be easier for him to keep an eye on me. He also tells me he is guarding other people at the same time. And as I'm the only student under his wing, he has no choice but to follow me to school every weekday. It feels like I'm the sheep of his shepherd. Honestly, I want to take part in this investigation too, but it looks like Shane will not give me a chance. Before going to bed, I take a look outside my window. Shane has not moved from his spot the whole evening. It looks like he will be staying until next morning. Poor guy, his job must be tough. Does he not sleep at all? For the next couple of days, Shane follows me wherever I go out. It's annoying, but as soon as I get used to it. Hey, Sky, I have something important to ask. EQ pulls me closer, glancing around in case someone might hear us. And this time thing, does Corrado don't exist in this timeline, or is he just doing other things? Pulling me closer, glancing around in case someone might hear us. And what is so urgent? You know you got a new stalker? Huh? Who? That scary person over there. She looks over at Shane, who's standing farther away from us. For some reason, he's been appearing at school lately. He's always standing outside of our class. My gut feeling telling me he's stalking you. Let me make it clear to him that you're not interested. No, he's not. Before I can explain it to her, already stepping towards Shane. This misunderstanding, I have a bad feeling about this. She clenches her fist as she walks, the picture of confidence until she freezes and looks back at me like a frightened puppy. Immediately, she runs back without finishing her objective. Hey, he is scary. How do you even attract so many weird guys? Ask them, not me. And she pats at the ground and begins toying with her hair self-consciously. I cannot help but to pet her head. Oh, yeah. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. That guy's my private guard. His name is Shane. He's both an elite student and an investigator. The streets are dangerous, so he's been assigned to guard people. He may not look like it, but he is a big guy. Oh, really? Leoji would have told me more about it. Either way, don't worry. Even if Leoji is okay with that creepy guy, I don't trust him. Class is about to start, but the teacher wants to announce something first. His expression is usually tense. Dear students, I don't know how much you've been keeping up with the news, but I like to stress something important. The streets are dangerous tonight, so be sure to stay home for your own safety. What's going on? Is there a serial killer in our village? 5 deaths has been reported, and many people are missing. No way. Who in this village would do such a thing? Maybe it's one of the outsiders? Be prepared. Tonight they will get into your room and... Everyone please stay calm. There's nothing has been confirmed about the identity of the killer, so don't jump to unnecessary conclusions. Back. The class becomes restless after this announcement. Everyone exchanges their thoughts. Say, Reggie, do you know what's truly going on? I knew you would ask me first. The police have found a few clues. So far, they lead nowhere. This is one of the toughest investigations we've ever dealt with. Only the perpetrator and the victims know the truth. The rest of us can only guess what's going on in their mind. Our crew has never dealt with a perpetrator like this. It might take a while to solve this case. Is there any solid evidence? My dad suspects there might be multiple people pulling the strings, but it should be more careful. Jane told me that the private guards are being assigned to people in the village. Couldn't they have sent a notice first? I thought someone was stalking me. The killer must be extremely dangerous for them to make such moves, right? Yes, multiple disappearances in a week. We don't know how to make them stop. Hold on. Look at where I'm kind of blinky on. I should probably try to find let me put my my legs up. Maybe that'll help. Okay. As a class is carrying on, my classmate continues to chat amongst themselves. I catch a few conversations about the people who heard strange noises in their neighborhood. Some even point at the possible suspects without good reason. After class, I meet up with Shane outside the school. Hello? No. No. I hate those people who do that. After class, I meet up with Shane outside the school so we can walk home together. Shane, did anything happen last night? No. I wonder if he's tired from staying up all night. I cannot tell while he's wearing that mask. I think he has eyeliner too. Looks fabulous. Oh no, I forgot my homework in my locker. Would you mind if I go back for a moment? Go ahead. I'll be back soon. It's oddly quiet on the way back through the hall. After taking my stuff, I head back. Woo! Crow! Hi, Colorado! Now the creature dashes by almost cat-like, but not quite. Huh, what was that? I peer around the corner to see where it went. Find the creature watching me from some distance down the hall. Its big ears are shaped like a bunny's, but its long legs are like a cat. How did it get into this building? The creature slowly approaches me, then suddenly jumps away. Should we try to go after the bunny? Hey, wait, don't just go yet. Do we chase it or we don't? Do not. After all, the oddest creature I've ever seen. I do not want to end up lost or making my new private guard worry. I turn around and go back to Shane. If you pissed, you'd be like, roar. After Shane leaves, I see the same creature near my house. Because see him! Nope, I'm not going to play with you. Even though I try to ignore it, it keeps hopping after me. Does it think I have food? Suddenly it clings onto my legs. I don't have any food. Go raid a dumpster or something. Oh, you're incredibly fluffy. I cannot resist to petting it. The creature stares at me with innocent eyes, twitching his nose, and its two-tailed wag around playfully. You remind me of a rabbit I used to have, except he didn't have two tails. Such a rare mutation. I am sorry, I cannot take you home. Stop coming after me, okay? To my surprise, it obediently hops away. Bye, Bunny, take care. Between dinner and the new information on the local crime, I find it hard to concentrate on my homework. When I start to think about history, my mind goes straight into the forest demon before it derails completely. The news shifted from missing tourists to disappearances of villagers. While most news articles focus on the investigation, there's an increasingly number of exorcists. I do not understand why the demon has anything to do with this. The homework still needs to get done, so I do my best to finish it before heading to bed. Gotta catch him all. Gotta catch him all. Before I knew it, I was falling asleep. I feel the wind blowing through my hair. It's bitterly cold. Doors open all over my body. I want to turn my body, but a firm hand stopped me with a squeeze. Something is wrong. I remember that I closed the window. It should not be possible to feel the wind in my room. Damn, I thought you were asleep. A deep voice startled my eyes opened. The numbness in my sleep slowly dissipated, and I realized that I'm being held aloft in someone's arms. I shoved my bangs from my face, but the wind whipped my hair back. What is going on? Let me go! Don't squirm unless you want me to drop you. Desperado. Ignore my warning. I squirm around, but the man grips onto me like steel. I cannot wiggle myself free. Or is it Roya? My eyes are still blurry, but I can see the night sky above me filled with bright stars. Down below, tiny lights are scattered across from the darkness. Suddenly I realize there are houses and street lamps. Oh shit, we're in the sky! We are in the sky! I'm flying! Wait, what? Exactly. I looked up at the person who's holding me, but it's too dark to see. You're the kidnapper! I am being kidnapped! Oh my goodness! Take me back home, or things won't end well for you. Could you shouting louder? I could tape that annoying human mouth shut. Oh, is it? Whatever his name was. I couldn't just scream at him. You're going to pay. Without thinking, I raised my fist and I give him my best hit when something like the screams of fireworks sounds from below. The man carrying me loses his balance as a blinding ball of light rushes over our heads. We are nearly sent into a stomach-clearing spin, but he regains the momentarily. What? Another flash of light barely misses us. Train is coming! The flash of light barely misses us, and another. Damn you, forest ogre! We managed to dodge a few more attacks, but not long before one of them grazes the man's arm. He grunts in pain, shuddering until his grips on me gives me away completely. My heart skips when I glance at the ground below. Wait, if he drops me, I desperately clung onto him, but my hand slipped down what feels like a shirt under nothing against but the air of my finger. What the heck? Left, I see my kidnapper is a massive silhouette of his wings in the sky. My stomach seems to turn upside down as I fall rapidly, approaching the lake below. I hit the water with a painful splash for a moment later, sinking like a rock. Speaking of luck, pain travels throughout my entire body, but I push myself to swim to the surface, then crawl out of the water. The lake was deep enough to soften my fall, but I'm sure my body is bruised all over. Oh shit, everything's diverted. I drop onto the grass, gasping for breath. My wet clothes stick to me, but it is not as cold. Adrenaline pumps through my veins, making my arms and legs tingle. I try to put together what happened. Wow, that could have been my end. I can't believe I got out alive. That jerk just dropped me in mid-air. He didn't mean to. He got shot. Then again, he's a kidnapper. Who was that guy who carried me? Did he have wings? I closed my eyes as the exhaustion started to settle in. The grass feels very nice. No, I can't stay here. I need to move on. The kidnapper might come back for me before I even... catch my breath. I am suddenly lifted by two short arms thrown over the broad shoulder. Oh shit. Isn't that ogre? Oh wait, never mind. It's the second I see a crimson braid, I recognize who it is. ZEIKUN? You can't sleep here. We need to go now. Wait! Whoa! Holding me tightly, ZEIKUN dashes through the dark forest. Even with weight on his shoulder, he moves incredibly fast, like a blade cutting through the water. I can barely see what's going on, but there's no use to complain. I try to ask ZEIKUN where we're headed, but I doubt he can hear me with the wind rushing past us. I cannot see anything in this darkness, but I will not be surprised if we ended up at other side of the forest at this speed. After a while, ZEIKUN stops and restfully puts me down. Stumbling on my feet, I try to find my balance. Despite me being lightheaded, I can make out that we are in a cave. What are we waiting for? You were being chased by a Shinigami. Takes a few what's that? What's his face? Takes a few seconds for me to process this word. Shinigamis are known as death gods in the myth. Their existence is like a bedtime story, but ZEIKUN is not the sort of person who to joke about such things. The one who kidnapped me was a Shinigami? You're so slow. At any rate, you will be safe here for now. Why would a Shinigami kidnap me? If my time was up, he could have simply brought a message. Thank you for saving me. I was just passing by. You're lucky I found you. They will come after you again. Good luck, because I don't know if I'll be there to save you next time. His sudden coldness makes me freeze. This is the second time ZEIKUN saved me from the brink of death. Twice is too often to be coincidental. Well, I look around the cave. There's no chance I can find my way back home in this darkness. I do not even know where ZEIKUN has taken us. Hey, you shouldn't leave me out of this forest. I don't know the way home. You should stay here for the night. But if you rather jump into that Shinigami's arms, be my guest. You can leave me no choice. I guess I'll spend the night in this cave. I sit down and I lean against the rocky wall. Several uneven rocks poke into my back, and then the floor is cold. Suddenly a warmth covers my body as ZEIKUN lends me his story. Aren't you cold? My body isn't tiny and forever like yours. I won't freeze. To my surprise, he sits beside me, pulling me close that I am leaning on his shoulder. I thought you were leaving me alone here. ZEIKUN only answers me with silence. His words contradict his action. I can tell what he thinks of me. I'm glad he didn't mock me this time. It wasn't my fault for ending up in this forest again. Will I be able to sleep in such of a place though? This body is warm. This might not be so bad. Thank you for saving me. I'm lucky that you always happen to be there when I'm in a pinch. This might be a strange guess, but you're the one who shot those flashes of light. We were right above the forest. There weren't anybody around. He must have been a first keeper. It should have been obvious, but I was looking too much into the other rumor. I'm not going to bother you anymore. You're forgiven. I did not expect those words from him. I could not help but smile. Before I knew it, I fell asleep peacefully. Alarm clock goes right beside me, startling me from the sound. I almost jumped out of my bed. Oh, I'm in my room. Oh, right, it's Thursday. I gotta hurry for school. Immediately, I sit up and get out of bed. My body hurts so much. Where did I get these bruises from? Whatever, I need to hurry. I prepare myself for school and I run off with a piece of toast in my mouth. I only breathe easy after I reach my classroom on time. Woo! Record will stay clean. I've never been late to class. It feels like I've forgotten something. Your book? My memories of yesterday are fuzzy, but they slowly come into focus the more I concentrate. I realized that it was not a dream. The bruises and scratches on my body confirmed that I fell from the sky into the lake and slept in a cave. Did ZEIKUN carry me home? I don't remember anything after I fell asleep. Why was I in the lake again? Right? I was kidnapped. Chain didn't prevent anything from happening. What was he doing last night? Speaking of Chain, I haven't seen him all morning. Guy, are you okay? I'm fine. What's with the worried expression? I heard one of our patrol went missing in your areas last night. I was worried something might have happened to you. Well, Hey, are you alright? They actually told me the news and I was so worried. You arrived later than usual, I thought. You arrived later than usual, I thought. No worries, I'm totally alive and kicking. You see? Ow, my arm. Your arm? I just bumped into something and bruised it. My poor little girl. It is a bad excuse. I am surprised my friend actually believed me. Yeah, Akira hugs me while Ryoji pats my back. I appreciate their concern for me, but sometimes they can overdo it. I want to tell them about my failed kidnapping, but they're already fussing so much. Besides, being carried by a winged guy sounds crazy. I'm not sure they'll believe me. Really? You saw that yesterday? Yes, it was a giant crow flying real low. A giant crow? You must have been drunk, girl. More importantly, why were you out that late? I just came back from a party. Can't I have some fun for once in a while? I catch a conversation about two classmates behind me. The details were vague, and I have a feeling it was about the Shinigami who kidnapped me last night. Although wasn't really a Shinigami, I don't remember his face, but I do remember the giant wings on his back. The creature, Tingu, has wings too. He could be one of those, one behind us kidnapping. I missed the chance to identify him. Where's your scary guardian? You mean Chain? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen him today. Say, Ryoji was Chain the investigator who went missing? I have not been told who, but I'm sure it was someone investigating your area. Chain told me to keep an eye on multiple residents. He might have been the only one guarding my neighborhood. I cannot imagine something like that happening to him. After class, I wait for Chain, but he does not show up. I decided to walk home alone. not like a mischange, but it makes no difference whether he is here or not. He's always been quiet. Wherever he is, though, I hope he's alright. He's at your home, bruised up. I make it home late in the afternoon. My thoughts go to the Shimigami from last night. Since he failed to take me once, he might try it again. I know that the villagers are taken by random. I cannot believe it was my turn so soon. I have to be more careful. I do not have chain to rely on now. Oh, it's dark. Death God or not, I won't let myself be kidnapped. If he shows up again, I'm going to be prepared with my prize on my own. I try to gather more information about tools that can fend off demons and shimigamis, though I previously disregard their existence. I have no choice but to believe in them after witnessing one firsthand. Oops. The book I borrowed about the demon has a legend about warding off evil spirits. Apparently, natural water can be consecrated by saying an old prayer. I make the most I can some tap water and recite the prayer over it. I do not know if it is effective, but it's worth the try. Shimigami, I won't let you take me again. I lie down in my bed, pretending to be asleep. Nothing happens for the next few hours. I usually fall asleep quickly, but the thought of being kidnapped is all I need to stay awake. ZEIKUN said the Shimigami would come again, but maybe he was wrong. I should go to sleep. At that moment, my blanket is pulled aside slowly. The second I feel a hand touching me, I sit up, brandishing my makeshift talisman for the protection. Yeah, it's, what's his face? A blonde guy stands near my bed, his eyes gleaming back at me with the dark, like, Kichi or something? Gucci or something? Oh, no. Back at me with the dark mischief of a cat with his prey already in claw. When did he come in? I didn't hear him at all. His fatigue matches from what I remember from the shadow I saw. He looks handsome for a serial killer. Guy, you went through all the trouble of preparing for me. I'm flattered. I'll just kill that person. Who are you? Why are you even here? I am a demon. Kachi. I am a demon, but you can call me Kichi. You are a Shimigami, right? I don't think it's my time has come yet. You're a special one. Keep your sweet lines. They won't work on me. You should be honored that I came here to take your soul personally. That everyone gets this chance. You mofo. I had to do my business with you somewhere else last night because someone was watching. But today, we are alone. Lucky you, right? So you're the one responsible for all those missing people? All those missing people. I only took one a few days ago. Kachi shrugs and crosses his arm. I'm the only Shimigami in this village. No one else should be intervening with my job. If what Kachi says is true, then it could only mean that there is more than one culprit. This is complicated. The murders and disappearance. I'm not familiar with your job, but don't touch the villagers. They are innocent, so don't randomly come to take them to hell. Kachi chuckles at my request and steps closer. Adorable, but I'm almost tempted to listen. He almost lowers his voice into a honey-eyed murmur again, even as his eyes start to glow red. When he tries to make a move, I swing my arm to hit him. He catches me by the wrist, keeping me in place as he leans towards me. With him so close, I realize how tall he is. If you behave, I'll try to be gentle. It doesn't change that the fact you're going to do something against my will. It's going to take some stuff. I raise my legs to kick him, but he deflects that attack with a sweat from his free hand. No, stop it. No matter how hard I try to tug myself away, his grip does not budge. It is for your own good. What have I done wrong? It's not about doing wrong. Death comes from everyone, for everyone. Just believe me when I say this. It's better than many alternatives in store for you. I value my life. Give up on convincing me. His hand tightly, painfully on my wrist as soon as he leans closer, enough for me to feel his breath. Swiftly, I take a small ball out of my pocket and uncork it with my teeth. I splatter him with the holy water within, soaking the better part of his face. What is this? Now I'm wet. Geez, you sure have the guts. You're going to pay for this. At that moment, the door of my room bangs open and someone rushes inside. I cannot even turn my head before a gunshot shatters the air. Kachi immediately lets me go and steps back, a dark hole in his arm. Oddly, he is not bleeding. Kachi stands in between us before either of us can react. Kane, wait, is he? Yes. Questions later. The bodyguard is back. Kachi's shoulders shakes with silent laughter. I'll come back another time. I don't feel like dealing with you right now. Chain launches around shut, but within a second, Chachi vanishes in a black smoke, leaving no traces behind. Coward, running away with a fight. Chain lets out a disappointed sigh, holding his gun under his jacket. What's wrong with you? You fired at him when I was only inches away. I could have been easily hurt, or worse. So much for being grateful. How did you even manage to get in? Window trick. Don't you want to know what happened here? No need. As typical of his cold self, he does not pay further attention to me as he turns around to leave. Where were you today? I didn't see you on patrol. When I heard an investigator had gone missing, I got worried about you. Chain stops at the door and looks over his shoulder. That's my partner. He went missing a few days ago. No one else has noticed. When I found him unconscious, I knew someone had knocked him out for a reason. Looks like the reason was you. Someone else will be appointed to this area. I have business elsewhere. After a brief explanation, he turns his back to me and leaves. This has gotten too close for comfort. With Chain Devil May Care attitude, his partner getting knocked out by Kachi, I realize I need to try harder to protect myself. I am going to let it go there. And yay! This is fun, this is exciting. I'll probably be back later. And I did say that's day 19. But thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna go. Bye guys. Come join my Discord. Exclamation point DISCORD. And you can join the Discord. Bye guys, and I'll see you later. maybe tomorrow, or maybe 2 days from now. Or maybe, no, maybe Monday. Yeah, probably Monday in the morning. Bye, guys.